Welcome back to some more FatalZone. It seems like every time I start recording, I have to explain what happened to the last characters that we were thinking about using or whatever. So I had my 5-year-old nephew here this weekend, and I played a little bit to get some supplies, and it turned out pretty well until I killed the guy with the boomerang that I was excited about playing. As well as Cassie. No, Cassie's still alive. Cassie has the shotgun, which is pretty good. I killed the katana guy. I forgot his name now. I know. I wish I had some gravestones that I could give him or something like that. And I ended up trying a couple re-rolls to see if I could see something that was right. But I do want to focus a little bit more on builds that work a little bit better. And I've been noticing like armor combinations. Like for this guy, for instance, he's a tank, right? But he has light armor, which I don't want. Phoebe has light armor. So, well, let me click on Phoebe actually. Phoebe has this mercury armor, which changes duration, which is definitely, I don't think it's very good for the bat. We would want something that would increase projectiles. Like Tobias has this fox armor that increases projectiles, but I think it's because it's actually upgraded. I don't know what the upgrades on that other armor is. So let's take a look at it from the workshop perspective. Let's bring up Phoebe, and if I were to upgrade this, it would bring up smarts, reload speed, duration, and armor. So I don't think we want this. As much as I like the fact that she has a bat, I don't want to upgrade her. Cassie, on the other hand, is actually kind of really solid. She's got heavy armor, and she's got a shotgun, which is close range. I think she's, what's her class? She's a brawler, and that means that she has 20% chance to deflect damage, so it's good for a close-up build, right? So with all that said, let's refresh a couple times until we find something that we want, and even though it costs money. So Fox is a tank, and tank is its temporary shield that absorbs a certain amount of incoming damage, receives a bonus to elemental defense when stationary. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of stationary stuff with this character. We do get a reload speed and armor increase in Fox, but if we go into upgrading it, we would get more projectiles possibly. Zed has the boomerang with heavy armor. I don't even know what heavy armor upgrades to. Let's see. Cassie has lich armor. Nobody has this kind of armor yet. Should we do, I mean, it's free, we might as well pick him up. He's a veteran, which means he gives innate HP and regeneration. Might not be the best thing for Boomerang, to tell you the truth. Survivor gives revival. Brawlers give the damage reflection. Scavenger gets the resources. Tanks give the temporary shield. You know what? Let's recruit Zed and try him out. So, one of the mistakes that I make every once in a while is not upgrading these guys. So I think we're going to make sure they're upgraded all right. Let's go to the workshop, click on Zed, and let's see. So we get a reload speed and projectile speed increase from this. That seems really, really good for this type of character. Because Boomerang is going to do some, it's a ranged weapon, and it's also going to do some bouncing or whatever. So projectile speed increase is good. I can't upgrade this any further until I upgrade the workshop. Let's take a look at weapon. We ended up getting projectile speed goes up, projectile size goes up, reload speed. All of these. Number of projectiles don't go up. Even for the next level, it wouldn't. But I think if you level it up, inside the game, that you'll get extra projectiles. So we're gonna try that out, I believe. Okay, so without further ado, let's try. I also tried Endless Desert. Not a good idea with my level of characters yet. Really isn't. Turns out they're kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's a hard area. Okay, so I'm not gonna be going through that area until I can get some established builds and actually know what I want. So there's the boomerang. It has a weird mechanic to where it only goes a certain distance through enemies when it's on the way back. So you can see like it'll hit the first enemy that you're close to, and then it'll bounce back. So if you hit the first enemy though, like that, and it goes through, it pierces. I'll try to make this a better example. This guy right here. Close. See how it went through all of them when it pierced? So they pay pretty good if they're just in the middle of a lot of enemies, which we're not going to put ourselves in that, definitely in that on purpose. But so we need the rabbit's foot and the boomerang. I think it's very important to get boomerang first, but we definitely need rabbit's foot, so I'm just going to pick it up since it's available. Being that XP is really easy to get right now, all we need is one rabbit's foot to make it work. Thanks for the comments, by the way, for everybody letting me know what's going on. So the way that it works is you need to have max level in the weapon, but you only need one of the skills in passive. So you can see here we have 8 levels that we need to get for boomerang, but only one to actually get the unlock of the evolution, right? So we could just avoid getting rabbit's foot for here on out and just focus on boomerang and other things that will help, which that's what I'm gonna do. So my throat's a little bit scratchy today too. The weather's been changing around here, so it's a little bit, it's just a little bit, you can tell that something's happening. I don't think I'm getting sick, but you know, you know how it is. I would say it's allergy season, but it's not, because it's winter. And I have been messing around outside quite a bit, so this guy really wants my blood. I need to upgrade my movement speed, man. I really do. Because I don't think I could do really well against these guys for that long. Unless I get enough power to be able to do it. I got it. I don't know what it was, but man, I can't take too many chances. I really can't. Okay, mag pouch increases number of projectiles. This is something that I recently got, and it's great. So I'm gonna get it. Again, I'm kind of getting away from boomerang here, but you can see I already got 2 boomerang projectiles. So technically, it is boomerang. And I could not get that chest. I need to start being a little bit more careful here. Just a little bit. I'm gonna go back around for it. Don't worry, I need to double back for that XP anyway. And we're not doing really a whole lot of damage to elites yet or anything, but okay, it's not time to go back yet. I don't think. I don't think it's time. So I've also messed around with overstaying my welcome in this area. Even if your build isn't just like 100% on point, you're asking for it, you know, especially when you're trying to get resources and level up characters and all that stuff. We know frag grenade's pretty good. Soragama is actually really good too, but I think it lends itself better to close range builds, so I'm gonna go with frag grenade. Not to say that any good weapon is just not it shouldn't be got just because you're trying to make a certain kind of character, but I'm trying to stay on theme a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay, the frag grenades will help too, big time. Okay, let's continue with that. I do want to level up mag pouch again, but I want to make sure that my boomerangs are doing good damage. And I did get an extra boomerang. No, I think maybe next level I will. So yeah, if my boomerangs aren't doing enough damage and I start getting to the point to where I get surrounded by tough enemies and the next evolutions of zombies start coming out, I'll be in trouble, man. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Something like Biodestructor would be nice, or Kusarigama, to tell you the truth, just to have a little bit of, I guess local defense. It'd be okay. Okay, Mortar is good too, from what I know. Shoots at random enemies dealing AoE damage. So it kind of helps with board clear, but I'm going to continue going for Boomerang, especially because it gives us another projectile. And I really want to see this evolution, man. I really do. I'm starting to be able to do some decent damage now. Our grenades are starting to connect a little bit. That's good too. We haven't lost a whole bunch of health, and we're regenerating quite a bit. Now, why are we is this the regeneration effect? Let's take a look. So, do we have, is the armor itself giving us any regeneration, or do I have a perk? Extra? I don't know. Oh, I do have regen. Was it this armor? It's good though. I like it. So if I behave for the most part, if I behave and I'm careful, I do get a little bit of respite from the BS. That also makes me think that Big Heart might be good to go with too. Let's get it. The other choices weren't that amazing anyway. And you can't always glass cannon for everything, you know? As much as you want to see stupid damage numbers all the time, sustain is a big part of this whole process. It would be nice if I got some good pierce, man. Okay, so even though lucrative contract is, I think it would be nice all in all, mortar is, I want to make sure that the build is solid before I start worrying about focusing on resources too much. Because ultimately it's probably going to be a lot easier to get resources if if the damage is crazy, right? And I don't want to do the evac yet. I'm going to take a little chance and get some damage here. We'll get another mortar. Ouch. It was a little bit more damage than I wanted to take, but I think I should be okay. Yeah, mortar seems to be doing pretty good. Is mortar affected by the is mortar affected by mag pouch? Maybe it's just all around projectile increase. I love that, man. I love that. It just seems really, really good. Okay, the chest is down. I guess I finally killed that guy. Time to go back for it. And we get, you know, I don't think Killer Instinct would be nice for the damage increase, but I think Grenade Launcher. Let's see what we get here. Right now we going for some board clear. Yes, we will take Boomerang, definitely. Let's go with Big Heart again. And we get a Magnet. Let's go with Boomerang again. And, you know, Quick Hands is an awesome skill because reload speed, it works on pretty much everything. So I'm gonna do it. Naturally, I would love to just finish it off and get the next Boomerang. The Boomerangs are starting to do a little bit of damage here. We're getting 30 points and we're launching multiple Boomerangs. I think we need to go back around and catch some of that XP that we left behind. Oh, scratch that. Can we get through here? Well, we just did. We just did. Yeah, come to think of it, having like a little AoE like Kusarigama or Biodestructor would be nice. But I don't know if it would be, level 1 would be enough to really do anything in these more advanced enemies. So I'm not really sure. Getting some more health would be nice though. So regenning, important. I'm trying to just go like, instead of a circle, I'm trying to go back and forth so that I know my Boomerang path has cleared. Boomerang's extra and gives me one closer to the good stuff here. Man, I'm so close. Periodically restore, it gives me a cell regen. You know that I don't really like Shocker. This clockwise pattern is kind of just weird. Kunai would be okay, especially with this build, but I think we're gonna go for cell regeneration because I want to survive. I don't know how good the regen is, but I imagine that it's not terrible. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So far, I've seen some serious balance issues in the game. Certain things are just so much stronger than others. We've only been in for 6 minutes. Can we survive another 5 minutes here? I don't know. We're gonna try. These guys start getting a little bit handsy. They start getting pretty strong. I think if our build just gets, we're so close to that evolution, I think it's worth chancing it. We didn't devote a whole lot of time to this character yet anyway, and the fact that we have regen just means that we have a good chance of sustaining. There's the Boomerang. There's Kusarigama too. Let's get the Boomerang, and now I really need to get a chest. So let's actively try to do some damage to an elite. Maybe we'll get one of those turrets, those turret upgrades that you get when we see an elite that we could just mow him down. Okay, there's the elite. We did plenty of damage to him already. Oh yeah, we'll kill him easy, man. Okay, I had to take a little bit of damage to get that, but Let's do Biodestructor, y'all. Oh my god, did I not get the, I did not get the chest. Oh man, I took all that damage for nothing. Okay, I need to not be so greedy. Another mag pouch? Excuse me. Quick hands would be really, really good too here, but I'm definitely gonna go for mag pouch. Alright, can we get the upgrade? Tell me we get the Evo. We do. Full Metal Cyclone. Flies in spiral around the character, repelling enemies upon impact. Can penetrate any number of enemies. Oh. That's totally different than what we had. It kind of does what Kusarigama does. Okay, the cell regeneration, these numbers really aren't doing it for me. I'm gonna go for mortar here. It is pretty nice. There's only one level of it though, so you can't make it any better, but I think the mag pouch is helping it. Well, being that we have it, Kusarigama seems like a good option now. Because it kind of does the same thing, right? It encircles me. So I'll be like a little blender. Although we don't have any more of our our directional damage, which is kind of, I don't know how to feel about that. Kunai would help with that, but let's get more frag grenade. And for frag grenade, you know, we do need long arms. So that's the only way that we can get it upgraded. I don't know how we didn't get the chance to pick that up yet, but let's go with Biodestructor again. Yeah, this is starting to, man, how the build has changed with that evolution. I don't know if the Evo is really, does it really do it justice though? Like, we lose all directional capability with it. That's kind of weird. Oh man, but it does a lot of damage when it's up close. It really does. Like, I'm starting to be able to kind of sustain in a very small area here. Nimble? No. Oh my gosh, man. We have no rerolls, and we're forced to take something that takes frag grenade Evo away from us. I hate it. I really do. We don't want to take... Do we want to take knockback? Let's try it. If we ruin the build, we ruin it. Okay, look, man. I'm going to stop going for frag grenade now and just go for Kusarigama, I think. Kind of just lend itself to this build. And I am going to escape in 2 minutes, because it's getting a little bit crazy, and we've seen the Evo. And I really want to keep this character and all of the good stuff, you know? Not to say that this will be the ultimate character, but, you know, maybe this evolution is, maybe if I know what it's gonna, now that I know what it's gonna do, if I build around it, I think it'll be better, right? If I know that, like, I would have taken Kusarigama early on in the run, for instance, because I know what it'll do now. I know it'll help the build. Okay, let's see, quick hands or mortar? Let's do quick hands again. That means we reload faster. Yeah, still, I still can't really blend. You know what I mean? It's missing a little bit of goodness to blend. Biodestructor? Yeah, Biodestructor, Kusarigama, and Boomerangs evolved seem like it would be a really, really fun build. But we have to build around that, knowing what we had to do. Well, this is kind of nice. Wow, these guys have some HP. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna test it, man. I'm not gonna test it. I'm gonna continue trying to move and get resources until we can evac. So we only got a minute left or so. And we get a few items, which is good. Another, if I see nimble, I'm gonna take it too, just so I can cover more ground. But I don't even know if we're gonna level up by the time we get back. The range on that thing is pretty crazy, but once it gets too far out, it's nothing. At least it allows us to move these guys out the way. Oh, I just got a magnet, but we can barely notice it. Oh, there it is. Now the stuff's starting to come in. Still don't have that ability yet. Okay, another magnet, which did us absolutely no good. All right. Come on, 25 seconds left, and we will be able to go. Having the extra health, really good. We'll do mortar again. Yeah, we probably have a few unlocks to go before we start getting the evos for things like mortar, for instance. I don't know exactly what it takes, but I know that there's still plenty to unlock. The grenade launcher. Sometimes you can get chests with like multiple upgrades in them, y'all. I did that a few times on my my off-camera runs. Okay, we gotta go. We got to go. Yeah, the build is starting to do pretty good damage here, but what I've learned is after about 10 or 11 minutes, things start getting ridiculous, and if your build isn't really optimized, you're asking for it. You really are. Let's be a little greedy here and get this last deal, and we will evacuate. Okay, so reached raid level 25 as a veteran, and we got the MG drone, flies around the merc, fires at zombies that enters the MG range. So we got a drone before, but so let's go to see all what we have here and see what we can unlock. So yeah, going forward, we definitely want to play around with that type of build. I do like that a lot. Let's see. Did he gain any levels? Yeah, he gained some stuff. Zed got some stuff. He's got grants an extra projectile or armor. I think granting an extra projectile would be really good in the type of build that we're thinking about getting. So let's pump that up. And so let's see, reload speed goes down, physical damage goes up, projectile size goes up, projectile speed gets bigger, projectile speed, reload speed, and he gets rerolls when he upgrades this. I think upgrading the shop to level 4 is a really good investment right here, and we're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and give these, and now let's see what we would get. We would get an extra projectile. For boomerangs, for start, that would be pretty good, and for everything, well, just the boomerang in general, that would be really good to start. And getting an extra reroll, some reload speed. Man, how much is it to upgrade here? 863. I think we should upgrade other stuff first. It might not even let us because we are still at the HQ is level 4 and this is 4, so we probably need to go up in the HQ again. And just to see what that is, 5, 6, 68. We can actually do this. So recruits, upgrading the recruit center will increase the number of available mercs. That's pretty cheap as well. Let's look at gate. Even though I'm not planning to go to the endless anything, we have to beat the endless desert first, I guess, to unlock this. Maybe not. No, all we have to do is literally upgrade the gate. Okay, sometimes the game mechanics I'm still not super familiar with it. The gym, upgrading it would allow me to get more. I think this is relatively cheap as well. Why not upgrade the infirmary too? Why not? Okay, so everything is on 4 now except for the gate. Well, the HQ is on 5, and that gives us the ability to go a little bit more. Chips are the only thing that we're really low on, and we need 863 for that. 960 for that, and 114 for that, but that's really not bad either. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. So chips and food, that's literally what we need to focus on for any of the next builds. But Zed's pretty cool so far, I think. I like him at least. We'll see how it pans out. Might play with a little bit with him. Just to play around, but I think I'll definitely want to go for another build. Why don't you guys share your favorite builds with me? Let me just go ahead and refresh here. Share your favorite builds with me and let me know if there's any of these characters that I should try out. We still didn't really try out the baseball bat. We have Max with the Berserk, and he's a survivor. This might be pretty good too. This might be pretty good. I don't know, you guys, let me know. Max looks pretty good. Y'all let me know in the comments, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.